Right. Oh, see, it's kind of like I need to figure this light out. I need to see how that works. Let's see. Let's see. I am blinded by the light. I wonder if I were to back it up a bit. Ta-da! Magic Mondays is better. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait while you ladies jump on. I should actually go see if this is on live. Not bad, not bad. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know when you jump on. Ladies, come in, come in, come in. Let's hang out. It's Magic Monday. Let me know if you can see me good, if you can hear me good. I feel like this light, I don't know if I'm supposed to put the orange ones on. I feel like that's dark and then that's too light. Ugh. I need a tutorial on what to do. Like you can bring it out of the bags. Okay, hey, 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 hey. Come in, come in, come in. Tell me who is here. Today is Magic Monday. We're doing a food for thought, loves. Food for thought. I have been asked numerous times by many of you lovely, lovely ladies when I'm coming on live and all the things. So it came to me, why don't we do food for thoughts on Mondays at 7 p.m. because I'm pretty much always around then. So I thought it'd be more fun to do a food for thought Friday, but I can't always guarantee. And I mean, y'all are home now, right? Tell me how your Monday was. My boy's making his snack. Tell me, is the volume good? Can you hear me? Are these lights wild or what? Tell me all the things. Ladies, we're gonna jump on tonight. Let me know where you're from. Tell me your name. Share it out with your girlfriends. This is important stuff. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Crystal. I am the co-founder of Feed That Glow. What I do is basically I help, ooh, you see the fuzzy? I help women heal their relationship with food. I help women get back into their bodies, to take up space in their bodies, to then take up space in life. Because guess what? Our bodies are the least interesting thing about us. When we change the focus, we can do amazing things in our lives and in this world, on the planet. So that is what I do. I'm in the health and wellness space, but I got a little bit of a spin on helping really repair those relationships with food. I actually have a project coming out soon called Breaking the Binge. I was actually checking for beta testers, but then I realized maybe I filled my plate too much and I'm gonna probably put that on hold. So if you did apply for Breaking the Binge, loves, I'm already going through all the applications that were submitted, but I'm going to put it on a pause and we're gonna get through the holiday and I will be bringing this out because this is gonna be an amazing, amazing course. Obviously, it's not gonna be for everybody. I'm gonna be really selective with who gets to work with me, but I have other programs that you can check out. So if you didn't know, I have a podcast called Project Glow Radio. Check that out. It's on iTunes and on Google Play. I think it's on Stitcher too, I should check. Also, check me out on feedthatglow.co. I have a ton of freebies there for you, love. So you can go get the Self-Love Soldier Rebellion Guide. It's just, you know, a guide to help you know that, boom, you're already bomb, right? There's no prerequisite. You're already winning at life. So I'm loving all these ladies showing up. So hey, 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 share it out with your friends because tonight's Food for Thought is all about permission. I noticed a trend. There is so many of us feel like we're waiting for permission, okay? So tonight's Food for Thought is all about that. It's all about, bam, taking permission. We're gonna talk about all the things with that. Share it with your girlfriends. If you share it, let me know. And for those of you who are watching this on the replay, say hey and I'll come back and give you some love. So hey, hey, hey. So listen. Oh yes, and I forgot to mention, I also created a free Facebook group attached to Feed That Glow here called Radiant Rebels, #Team Glow. So in that private group, we're gonna continue messy conversations. So if you wanna request to join that group, I'll let you in, right? Because, you know, sometimes it's fun seeing things on a live page, but maybe you're a little bit too shy or you're not sure, you're afraid what people are gonna think. So tonight, if you're listening to tonight's one, girlfriend, tonight's all about taking permission, but I do understand. Let's start with baby steps so you can ask to join that private free group, and I'll put you in, girl. You're in. Boom, done. So tonight, let's get in it. Let's get in it. I've noticed such a trend when it comes to women actually taking up space, right? This is my whole motto: get back in your bodies, get back in your body to take up space in your world, right? And a lot of us are waiting for permission. A lot of us are afraid to use our voices, to go above and do what we want. We're waiting for permission. Or maybe your permission is you're waiting for the perfect time. You're waiting for the perfect sign, the perfect time. You're waiting for all the things. So if this is you, I mean, give me some hearts. It's like oxygen. Tell me if you're feeling it. We are waiting for the perfect time. And the thing is, this has been a motto of mine forever, right? Pretty much since I've been in this place is, ladies, you need to put yourselves on your to-do list. If you don't, nobody's gonna do it. Hey, nice to see you, Lise. So yeah, if you're not putting yourself on your to-do list, there's no magic fairy that is gonna come and put you on your own to-do list. So, and I've got my own opinions about to-do lists. I really do. If you go on feedthatglow.co, go grab Stack the Wins. It is free. I revamped your way on how you're thinking about to-do lists, okay? Because really, they're not really serving you. Too many of us are filling up the damn list, and we expect to get it all done in one day, when really it would probably take us 3 years to complete. If this is you, tell me, put a 1 in the comments, or give me whatever, the tired emoji, right? That was me. That was me. To-do list galore. I mean, I had to-do lists of my to-do list. That's how insane it was. And I've burnt out. So let's talk about that. So if you want to revamp how you're looking at getting after certain goals, or whatever it is, that tool is free. Stack the Wins. Just really helps you put things into perspective. But tonight's talk is all about permission. I want, as we're closing off 2018, I want you to really think, was this year what you thought it would be, right? And I want you to reflect about where you were maybe this time last year. Where were you, right? Where were you thinking? We're probably thinking about Christmas stuff and figuring things out. I want you to know that this is your life, and you get to take permission in your life. You have permission. You don't have to wait for anybody to say you can do the thing. You don't. I don't know if I'm still on here. Sometimes my internet cuts me off, but if I'm still on, I'm just gonna keep going just in case. But let me know if you could still see me. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the permission, first of all, to fail. I am giving you permission to fail. Because, first of all, why do we think that we can hit up some kind of a thing and hit it on the nail the first go? We don't. Any moms in the house? Do you ever feel like you're winging it? I am constantly winging it. Kids don't come with a manual. And yes, there are tons of books written on parenting, for sure. But listen, unless you're in it, doing it, they don't follow that all the time. So we're gonna kind of suck. I tell my kids, this is what I tell my kids. Listen, I'm gonna screw you up. I'm trying not to, but it's gonna happen. So I'm trying not to, so let's work on this, okay? Because that is how it is. We're brought up a certain way, and then maybe we wanna do different than our parents did, or maybe not, whatever. We have certain narratives around it, and we're doing the best we can with the tools we have now, okay? So I understand that evolution is growth, and maybe things that I do today with my kids, they're gonna be like, no, right? That's just it. So I want to give you permission. That's like the best example I can give you at failing. I want to give you permission to fail. I don't know how many women talk to me about how they want to write a book, or how they want to, I don't know, go to the gym, or how they want to start their business, or how they want to whatever, fill in the blank, but they're so afraid to fail. Listen, you're gonna fail. That is first attempt in learning. We can't expect to know all the things from the get-go. We can't. When I first started Feed That Glow, I had no clue what the hell I was doing. None. Online business, tech stuff, figuring out this lighting stuff. Like, look, see, I'm still figuring it out, right? You're gonna fail, and it's okay. I think that when it comes to failing, there's such a negative connotation because we're trying to attain something that doesn't exist. We're all if you're coming from that space of being afraid to fail, it's because you're coming from a perfectionist perspective. And Perfectionism serves no one. Okay, no one. When you're trying to be perfect, it's because you're really coming from that space of messing up and you're afraid of what other people are going to think of you. That is the true definition, in my opinion, of being a perfectionist. Now, can you be authentically you? No, because you're constantly afraid of what other people are going to think or say or whatever. And here is the reality truth bomb. People all have opinions, but you don't have to accept them. They are not your identity, right? So when it comes to opinions, by the way, I talked about this in the Worthy AF challenge. When it comes to opinions, what I like to say to people is, thank you for your opinion. I'm looking for feedback. And if I wasn't looking for feedback and it's not something that can help me grow and better myself, move on, bye. Like, you know what I mean? It sounds like I'm being heartless or whatever, but I don't care. I'm being me. And I would never show up and tell somebody how to be. Come on, right? Just like those people, there was this funny meme I saw the other day of when you put a status and there's an error, there's always somebody that's gonna comment on where the error was. Okay, does it make you, do you get a medal? Like, what? Perfection doesn't exist, right? And understanding that as trying to be perfect, occupying a space of perfection, first of all, what I would consider to be perfect, or the old me, what I thought was perfect, and what you presume to be perfect are going to be two different ideals, two different things. So perfection isn't even a space anybody can occupy because it is constantly changing. So even if you were to deliver something and be super perfect and get to what it is you're working towards, then you're going to change, right? This is how we do. We choose a goal, we work towards it, maybe we get to it, and then we evolve and up the ante, and we keep changing and growing as that. It'll never be perfect. It'll never be perfect. When I have a few ladies that I'm actually giving tools on how to start their own online business or their blog and things like that. And if that is you, I'd like you to send me a DM, okay? Because here's the thing. If you sit and you wait to make sure that your website is perfect, you have the perfect color scheme, you have the perfect products, you're never gonna do anything because it's never gonna be perfect, ever. You're always gonna be changing things, and that is life. Right? So I want to give you right now permission to fail, because if you allow yourself to fail, you can learn so much. I'm getting a little bit better at Facebook Live videos. When I first started doing videos 2 years ago, oh my gosh, it freaked me out. I had palms, sweaty palms. What are people gonna think? Do I look okay? How's the lighting? All the things. And now I just show up. Like, I show up when I do my IG stories and I have wild hair and like makeup from last night, and I don't care. I show up because I have to show up. I feel like I need to speak to you. I feel like I need to show you that I'm a real human too, and being human sometimes is hard, right? So if you just show up and you do what you need to do, what you came here to do, and you allow yourself to fail, oh my gosh, you can learn so many beautiful things. I don't know how many women have told me they've started a project, or they've started, I don't know, writing a book, going to the gym, whatever, fill in the blanks, and they stop the minute they hit a little roadblock. And to them, they took that as a sign that it wasn't meant to be. Of course it's meant to be. These things are gonna forever happen. When I start with the ladies who I'm coaching on the side on how to start their business, I tell them, get vulnerable and you're gonna get haters. You're going to get haters. That is just little keyboard warriors on the other side of a screen. Don't worry about it, right? People aren't always gonna like you. You're not for everybody, and that is okay. You have to show up for you, and you show up for what you came to do in this world. So first thing that I want to talk about is that. Give yourself permission to fail. Next thing, I want to give yourself permission to be. I would love to see women just take the time to just be. There seems to be this negative connotation, whatever the word would be, for women who aren't doing. Listen, rest is vital. It is essential to your overall well-being. You're not a robot. We are not human doings. We are human beings. So sometimes it's okay to just have a weekend to do nothing. Like yesterday, perfect example. I had all these podcasts that I'm trying to edit to get up because I gave myself a mini goal that I wanted to have 20 episodes up. Now I've got 6 up live and I've got about 5 or 6 in queue to edit. For some reason, I didn't get it done. Yesterday, I just felt like chilling. And at first, my ego, the perfection side coming towards me was saying, you're being lazy, you're not doing what you said you're gonna do, you're not showing up. And then I had to tell it to shut up, right? It is okay to just be. You're not a robot. We can't just do. Sometimes you gotta be, and that is fine. And I felt like I needed that. Just to chill, just to, soak in whatever the day brought me. And man, today I woke up feeling like energized instead of dragging my feet. So how many of you are not allowing yourself that space to just be? You can't just go. You gotta fill up your own cup. So I want to give you permission right now. If this is you running, I don't know, maybe you have a few jobs and you're trying to work out on top of that, or you're juggling all these schedules, or whatever your story is, giving yourself the permission to just be and tell yourself you're not lazy. Okay, your brain, your ego is going to tell you you're lazy. You're not. You are re-energizing or recharging so that you can recommit to what it is you want to do. The next thing I want to talk about is quitting your goal. Okay, and this is probably going to stir some little feelings within some of you, but listen, if you have been a woman, and I'm not sure if you saw the video I put up, I have a private group called Momentum, and I felt compelled to share a message, and then I shared it everywhere else because I was like, I think other women need to hear this. If you didn't watch that video, go watch it. It's like passion from my heart. I drop a lot of F-bombs. I'm really sorry. Sometimes when I speak the truth, I get fiery. But that video was all about knowing when it's okay to say no, to call it quits. See, some of us are running after a goal of losing weight. Some of us believe that we need to lose, fill in the blank, to be worthy. You need to earn the right to then, right? And that is false. So if you have been forever, and here comes New Year's, right? Here comes New Year's resolutioners. I do not believe in New Year's resolutions. I choose a word for the year. Every year I choose a word because I don't believe in resolutions. Why? They're lies. They are the biggest lie. You're going to set yourself up to then beat yourself and berate yourself because you're not doing what you said you were going to do. I have a whole other mindset around that, but I'll share that another day. What I want to share today is I'm giving you permission that if you've been working towards any goal, be that getting in shape, be that writing a book, be that singing, whatever, right? Fill in the blank, and it is making you miserable, girlfriend, I'm giving you permission to say, don't. Just drop it. Honestly, just drop it, because life was meant to be enjoyed. It's not meant to be something hard and treacherous and right? Life is already too serious as is. Stop being so serious with yourselves. Stop being so serious and hard on yourselves. If you're working towards any goal and it is not happening and you're constantly doing that negative self-chatter, please stop. Please stop. Go watch that other video. I talk all about that, it's mostly weight focused because I have that Momentum group where I have women in the group working on getting back in their bodies and feeling better and taking up space in their bodies to take up space in their life. And yes, when we are healthy, but to me, ultimate health is mindset and heart, soul. Everything else is a byproduct. When we are ultimately healthy, we end up showing up for ourselves, right? And we treat ourselves with more kindness as we would a really good friend, a best friend, right? Or a child. We would never tell a child the things we say to our heads. So I want to tell you right now, if that's something that you've been constantly like beating yourself up over, I'm giving you permission to say, just be. Just put it down for now. Put it down. It's not a big deal. Put it down. Come back to it later or not. Put it down. Another thing I want to talk to you about is I want to give you permission to grow. And to grow, that means you're going to need to get uncomfortable. So I want to give you permission to have those messy conversations, to set those boundaries with certain people that you know you need to set. I want to give you permission to invest in yourself, time, money, energy, right? Nobody's going to show up at your door and say, hey, here's an extra 24 hours. What do you want to do? I want to give you permission to put you back on your to-do list. That includes personal development. That includes nourishing your mind, right? This is what food for thought is going to be. It's going to be like little hits of feeding the mind, okay? We're feeding the mind, because when we feed the mind, man, life changes. So I want to give you permission to do that. I want to give you permission to grow. I want to give you permission to sit in the pit, I call it. Sitting in the pit is when life sucks. When life hits you hard, knocks you the wind right out of you, kicks you in the balls, I want to give you permission to lay face down on that ground and just be. You have permission to feel all the feels. Get angry. There's so much negativity when it comes to a woman who's angry, and I think all feelings are meant to be felt. All emotions are meant to be flowed through us, right? That is our body speaking to us by having these emotions flow through us. So if you are angry, get angry. You're allowed. If you're sad, be sad. It's okay. What I don't want you to do is cling to them like your identity, because they're not. You can use anger in a really positive way to fuel you to the next level. Instead of using it as a way that you're a victim, you can take that anger and you can do something with it in a positive way. So I'm going to give you permission. Grow, sit in the pit, feel the feels, do all of it. Be messy. We are spiritual beings living a human mess. This is what life is. And I mean, ride it out. Just go with it. I want to give you permission as well to leave the places, spaces, people that are no longer feeding you in a positive way. It is okay. If people walk out of your life, let them go. Stop clinging so hard. If you feel like you're pressured to do certain things, stop. We live in a country where we have a voice, we have rights, we are allowed to do these things. If you are a volunteer and you're starting to resent your volunteering, I'm giving you permission to step down. You're not a bad person. Step down. Stop feeling bad that the thing is not going to continue. There will be other people that will step up. Don't burn yourself out. I'm giving you permission. You need to be priority. You need to be priority. I had a hard time with that. I just stepped down from a lot of committees that I was on because it was too much. And I stopped using the word I'm busy, and instead I'm saying I'm focused. I'm being focused. I'm being boundary heavy with my energy and where I'm spending it. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're focused, you're working on what you need to do, what you came here to do. And we're not supposed to do all the things all at once. You can do all the things, but focus on where they're going to be. And no, I don't believe in balance. I think balance is bullshit, and I think balance is what causes us to burn out. Honestly, I think that balance makes us always teeter, and we're always burning out. We're always feeling like we're not enough, and that has to stop. So focus. Stop saying you're busy. Say I'm focused. Say that you're a focused person. What are you going to do with your day? And put yourself in that day. Get focused, right? I want to give you permission to change your mind. I want to give you permission for making decisions that you no longer feel served you, and change your mind. There is nothing wrong. I call it pivoting. Pivot. You're going to take your perspective. Perspective is always your power. So you're going to pivot. So write this in the box. Pivot. P. You're going to take your perspective. What is your power? Right? Your power is your perspective. So you made a decision that you no longer feel serves you. Okay. Stop saying in hindsight. There's no such thing. Stop saying if I had known. Stop saying things like, oh, I made a mistake. I don't believe in mistakes. I think we do what we do because we wanted to do it when we did it. And then we gained extra information, and maybe that's no longer serving you, and that is okay. You can pivot. So perspective, that's your power. I for integrity. What feels in your integrity? If the decision you made no longer is in your integrity, then change it, right? V for values. What are you living in your values? What kind of values do you hold, right? O for owning it. So you made a decision, It's not serving you anymore. Make another one, pivot, and then own it, right? And then T for transitions. Transitions, my loves, are never meant to be smooth and easy. They are going to be challenging because they're breaking you open to grow. So we all go through seasons. We all have chapters that we don't read out loud, but that's not the full story. So I'm giving you permission to change your mind. But stop saying that it was a bad decision. Stop saying, in hindsight, I would have done this. You don't know. You don't know because you didn't do it, right? Now you've got more information to change your mind, and that is always in your power. So just pivot. Just pivot and stop berating yourself. Because when we say things like, I made a mistake, or I wish I hadn't done that, what we're actually doing is tearing ourselves down on an emotional level. We are tearing ourselves down, and that doesn't serve you, honey. It doesn't serve you. So pivot. You made a bad decision? No, you didn't. You made a decision because it's what you thought you wanted at the time, and you pivot and you choose something else. Now my boys are fighting. Children, do you hear real life momming right now? Boys, Loic, Zachary. They were having a heated discussion. You pivot. It's not the end of the world. Also, I want to give you permission to say that it's okay to not know all the answers. You'll never know all the answers. You won't. We are going to be forever growing as we age and we evolve. We should be students of life, so that it's totally okay to just not know and to just be. And also on that, honey, you never have to explain yourself to anybody. So you have permission to say no and never have to explain. No is a sentence all by itself. You never have to explain yourself to anyone. You are your own boss. So own her. Be in it. So this is what I wanted to do today. I wanted to jump on, start a food for thought. Some of these are going to be coming at you more like blasting you with what I feel coming through me that I felt like you needed to hear. And some of them might be more interactive. I don't know. But if I did say something that sparked something in you, for sure, reach out. Let me know. Share this with any... Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Keep burping. Share this with anybody that you think needs to hear this message, because I think we all need these refreshers. And listen, honey, I don't have it all figured out. I don't. I wing it just like I wing putting on my magnetic lashes. I'm winging life just like you because I'm showing up for the messy. I'm here to grow, and I'm here to learn, and I'm here to just be, and I want that for you. So I'm giving you permission to just be who it is you want to be. And you're not her yet, and that's what's so beautiful. You're not her, because here I have this epiphany happened when I was in San Diego. One of the speakers, this is her exact phrase was, you are either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting. So are you green and growing, or are you ripe and rotting? And to me, I'm going to keep growing. So I might change my mind on certain things. I might reevaluate other things that I've done in the past. Listen, you have permission to forgive yourself. You have permission to forgive others. You have permission to just be. This is what I'm giving to you. So this was today's food for thought. I really hope you had a beautiful Magic Monday. I hope that you showed up and you owned it, all of it. And I am going to get off now to go get my boys ready for bed. Today was their PD day. And then I think I'm going to sit down and get on those podcasts, editing them and showing up for myself. If there is a subject you want me to talk about in Food for Thought, send me an email, right? Don't forget to go to feedthatglow.co, grab your Self-Love Soldier Rebellion Guide. It is free. Or check out the Stack the Wins. That is free too, because honey, to-do lists are not serving you. Stop being so hard on you. And if you do have a to-do list, you need to be number one at the top. Number one, you. Fill you up. Fill you up, and then everybody else gets what falls over, right? It's a different life. It's a better way of being. So this is what I have for you ladies. Also, if you want to join the free Radiant Rebels group, just ask. It's called Radiant Rebels #TeamGlow, because that's what it's about. 2019 is coming, girls, and I want to give you permission to be you. Show up as you. Stop wearing masks. Show up as you. Also, talking about masks, you have permission to wear makeup or not, right? You have permission to do what it is you want because it's your life. Stop giving your power away to other people. Stop it. Take your damn power back. So I am so happy that I get to chat with you, loves, and have a fabulous week. Kick it in the butt. Own it. I am now going to get off and do some extra work, but thank you for being here. Peace, love.